Good morning, everybody. Today is October 22nd, and it is just after 4 in the morning. We are hopping up in our van, and we're going to head out and see what we can find in the trash this morning. Thanks for joining me. Might have a really nice piece here, this wicker shelf. For the bathroom, maybe. He's got a cabinet on the bottom. The only problem, that's going to be a big issue, unfortunately. This is really nasty there on the bottom. I'm gonna look a little closer and see if that can be clean, but just like, I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, but like it's just kind of warped almost. That is slightly unfortunate. I still might take it because you can pretty much hide that with some contact paper maybe. I ended up taking that cabinet. I think I can clean it up, and it looks like we have another one sitting here. This one actually looks not too bad. It's got the shelf here for under the bottom there, just to go around the back of the toilet. Obviously right now it's a little wobbly, but once you reattach that piece of wood, it should not be too bad. So I think we'll grab this. Now we got two white cabinets. White's the best color of furniture to sell. So starting out pretty hot this morning. Not sure what this thing here is sitting on the trash can. It says on here uplift desk, so I don't know if this is like a stool for a specific desk. I don't know if you sit on with your knees here or something. I'm not sure exactly what you're supposed to do with that. I'm gonna look it up and make sure it's not anything very special. It does have a little crack on the bar here, so not sure how that affects the use of it, but I'm gonna look it up and just kind of find out what it is. Check this dresser out. It's definitely not supposed to be that way. However, it could still be a decent enough dresser. Not sure what's going on here. Let's see. Looks like it just got written on heavily, so they kind of covered it up with this paper. Do you like something? Yes or no? Oh, it's a weird thing to write on the dresser. I'm sure the parents were not too happy about that. It could be a decent project piece though, so as long as all the drawers work, we'll end up grabbing that. Not gonna lie, as I got out of my van, I kind of freaked out when I saw Michael Myers just standing there. A little bit spooky. Halloween decor this house has, but the reason I stopped was this dresser. Looks pretty nice from afar, but we'll see how it looks up close. Looks like it's got all the tracks on the actual dresser, so as long as all the drawers go back in, it could be a pretty decent one. It's a more modern dresser than you normally see, probably from a place like Ashley Furniture or Room Place. Probably only 8 or 9 years old. I'm gonna put the camera down, try to get the drawers in, and I will be right back in 3, 2, 1. Well, I was working on getting the drawers in, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for 3, 4, 5. So I don't know where the 5th drawer is. It's not in the garbage can. I already checked. So I don't know if somebody already came along and decided to grab one and they're coming back for it in the morning with the truck or something. Nonetheless, we're not going to be able to take this one without the 5th drawer. We have a glider here. And unfortunately, it doesn't have the stool. I thought that the stool was this plastic grill sitting here, but actually, maybe this one doesn't have a stool. It looks like, oh, that just makes it not rock. Looks clean enough though. Doesn't look stained up, so we'll probably take that. These I wish I could really take, but I don't ever really find the chargers with them. And a lot of times, even if they do have the chargers, the scrap guys come along and take the batteries out of them. So we're thinking probably end up grabbing this glider rocker chair out of all this. Might have a little corner shelf sitting here. Not sure what's sticking out of the top on it. However, this actually looks like it might have been built in at some point. Move a couple things out of the way to get better look at it. And we'll turn this around. Let's use the camera work on this one. Ooh, just getting stuck on this. Getting stuck on the sewer. Well, let's check this out here. Got a top cabinet, bottom cabinet. Door on that works nice. Glass is nice. Let's see inside this one. It's actually pretty sweet. I'm gonna drag it out, put it on the street to make sure that it stays right without being attached to the wall, because I kind of have a feeling that that's might have been the situation just because of the molding, unless there's molding on the other side that I'm not seeing. I don't know, I could be completely off base on that, but either way, we'll take it. Thought this was something else for a second there, but it's just their decor. We'll take that. Stopped here to check out this fountain. Let's see, is it, no, it's not cracked there. It's just kind of the style where it goes down and down. These can just be good for yard art. I don't see a pump coming out of this one, so I don't know if the fountain works or whatever, but I've sold these for, you know, probably 20 bucks, untested as is. People could buy the pump, work on it, make it work, but I just sell them strictly as yard art. That one's a little funky looking. And then here we have a sandbox, but unfortunately in the month of October, almost November, it's not the time of year to be grabbing stuff like that, but we will take this yard art, if you will, and throw it in the van. Not sure what we have here in this pile. These kind of look like end tables, but I think they might just be stools of some sort. I think they're stools. Or you can use them for an end table. I don't know what you use them for. However, I think that they're decent enough shape that they should sell for at least a few bucks. And then we have some flowering plants that we'll end up putting in the garbage. Let's check out what's in this bin. See, we have some cookware, this metal stuff, usually for like camping. It's usually not too bad of a sale. I'm not seeing any markings on this one, but we'll probably end up grabbing that. Got a trash can there, a cabinet, and let's see what's over here. Oh, didn't see that. Didn't mean to walk on their pavement. But nothing in there. There might be some stuff in here. This looks like they might have done a bathroom remodel with that. So we'll take these two in the cookware. Not seeing really anything else that I really want, so we'll throw the stuff in the van. Stop to check this out. Looks like it's broken here on the top here, unfortunately. It probably happened when they took it down. This would have been a pretty nice shelf mantelpiece. But unfortunately with the damage there, you know, you could say that like, oh, you could repair it, but it's never gonna look right. And something like that, it's gonna go in a house where the person's gonna want it to look right. And then it's also broken right there. And I don't even see that piece. So would have been a cool mantle shelf, but unfortunately we're gonna have to move on from it. This wicker bin shelf here could be pretty sweet. A little bit of wear on the top there, but it's nothing that's gonna hurt it too bad. The wicker seems to be pretty decent on it. We unfortunately don't need a DirecTV dish, but we will take this wicker, I don't know what you call that, bin shelf, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's coming with us. From the van, this looked really, really nice. Check out the drawer is good. Doesn't seem to have too much of a wobble, even though it's sitting in the planter, the tree there. Looks like we got a little damage there. Nothing too crazy. So as long as when I put it on the concrete over here, it stays sturdy, we'll end up grabbing that, and that's actually a pretty good piece. Like I said before, white is definitely the number one color of furniture that I like to get. This one looks like it's been painted white. Not the best paint job. I can definitely tell it was a handmade job, hand done job, but I don't think that's gonna matter all too much. Got a couple of these storage drawers here. I have quite a few of these in my garage, probably too many. Been procrastinating, I guess, a little bit on throwing up a lot, but this will just make the lot that much more desirable. Got two pretty good conditions on these. This one is a little sagging on the top shelf there. It normally happens because people put stuff on the top there, missing a wheel. Not that big of a deal. I'll just take all the wheels off of those. So we'll throw these two in the van. These two tables here are pretty interesting. Not really sure what you put on them other than, I don't really know. It's got nice metal feet on the bottom there, nice gold. Not really sure, maybe candlesticks or something. I don't know, but I'll end up taking them. I think that those are pretty interesting enough. There is a little kind of loose on the top, but I think I can just tighten those down when I get home. See these from time to time, these Red Bull coolers, lids. This one is unfortunately moldy and gross, so we're gonna end up leaving that one. But the Red Bull ones are definitely the least expensive on the resale market. I have seen them, Mountain Dew and Pepsi, those do a little bit better. I don't know if Red Bull just doesn't have the same kind of following that those two do, or if it's just that there's so many of the Red Bull versions of those. So we're gonna leave that either way. We might have some decisions to make with these. These are pretty neat looking. Not sure what the condition's like, but they seem very solid. They'd almost be better if they weren't so colorful. Kind of tempted to take these. These almost kind of feel like you could use them in a commercial type setting. Just how the wood is, it feels like something you would see in a park, not just in somebody's house. But I definitely would need to come back for these. This one here is broken. You can see on the bottom right there. But the rest of them are not too bad. So, definitely cool pieces right here. I have another little entryway type table here. This one, the top is a little worn on it. But cracking there. I'm not sure if it's broken or if I broke it. Let's check this out. I don't know if I did that just now or what. I suppose it could be repaired, but something like this with how much wear is already on the top, who knows if I'll even be able to get it to stay sturdy. So we're gonna end up leaving that. I don't know if I did that just now or if it was like that when they threw it away. So we'll put it back and move along. Similar to those storage drawers that we got earlier, people love to get organized, or at least think that they're gonna get more organized than they are. So anything, garage shelves, bins, anything that you could store your stuff in is always something that sells very well on Facebook. I don't know what that says about, the people buying the stuff on Facebook, if they have too much stuff already, just trying to get organized or what have you, but I'm not judging, I'm just selling. So we'll take this plastic shelf. Probably would be better if there was two of them. This is a cheaper style of the plastic shelf. These ones are not as expensive as the ones with the holes, if you know what I'm talking about. So, but nonetheless, we'll still sell. All right, so it is now a few hours after we finished up garbage picking. It's a little brighter out. The thing about going out in the morning is you don't always see everything that's wrong with the pieces. Obviously that still happens when it's lighter out, but overall it's a lot easier. Like this piece right here is broken. I can probably fix it up, but it's never going to be perfect. It's like cracked on the leg there. I thought when I got it earlier, I thought that it was just loose. That's why it was wobbling, but indeed it is cracked there. So that's unfortunate, but other than that, I'll try to show you a little bit more. After I take everything out, I'll try to get a better view of some stuff because I know it's darker in the video. All right, so here's our haul for the day. We have this over the toilet shelf. It's got the piece for the bottom there, as I mentioned before. I expect probably to get 15 for that. These usually do pretty well, especially, as I've said multiple times now, in white. Another white item here, we have this wicker shelf. Now, I almost wish it didn't have the cabinet. I wish it was just cut off there because that bottom part is pretty dirty. I'm gonna try to wipe it down, but I doubt it's gonna make much of a difference. I think that's probably stained. I would think I probably can still get 20 bucks out of it if I'm lucky. This, probably a $10 shelf. Like I said, this is a cheaper model of the plastic shelves that you would have. This pair of tables, I think I might be able to get 15 out of the pair. Let's check over here. This, I think, is the best thing we got today. I think I should be able to get 25 to 30 out of this corner shelf. People like putting stuff in the corners, just, you know, utilize a space that isn't normally utilized. This is probably the second best thing that I got here. This wicker drawer, probably get 15 for that. This pair of stools. I don't know if these are stools or if they're supposed to be side tables, what they're really supposed to be. I got them at the same spot that I got all that camping equipment, so maybe they had like an RV or something and this was something you brought along for, you know, a campfire or what have you. Probably maybe 10, 15 bucks on that. This, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fix it to make it sturdy enough. And then we have all these storage drawers. I think I have 3 more in the garage. We got 3 this morning, 3 in the garage. It's probably 20 bucks right there. And then we have all this camping equipment. I haven't really gone through it, but I know the blue stuff doesn't have any markings on it, and if none of the other stuff is really worth much on eBay, I'll probably just throw it all up as a lot on Facebook for 10, 15 bucks and just to get rid of it. So I didn't do the math, but I think it was a pretty successful day. We were out for about 2.5 hours. So there's the fire truck going by, but we were out for about 2.5 hours, you know, so we got this much stuff. Just got to sell it now. I appreciate everybody watching. If you made it to this point, let me know what the favorite item of the day for you was, what you think was the best. Maybe if you think there's something sitting here that I shouldn't have taken other than the white broken table here. I appreciate everybody watching as always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Here's a little bonus clip for the end of the video. I was throwing out my personal garbage and I saw this bag and it had, where did I see? I saw Namco Museum. And it turns out to be a bag full of old video games, including Madden 2004, brand new. We'll have to go through this. But I mean, let's see if Kingdom Hearts is in there. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is in there. And that's a heck of a find for just going to throw my garbage out. And even these CDs or, you know, vintage computer games could be worth some money. So that's a hell of a find.